I can't believe this happened. Famous last words of small business owners who just discovered employee theft. I'm Lonnie Shambi. My partner, Stan Simpkins. We'll have some top of mind awareness snippet today that'll really, really get your attention.
Well, that got my attention, Lonnie. And, I know you hate talking about this topic because it's a downer. You like it as much as eating radishes and lima beans, I hear.
Yes.
According to your chef, at least, I heard. So, it's really a timely topic, even though it's the elephant in the room for sure. Small business owners hate to talk about it. They kind of say it doesn't apply to them because, hey, my employees wouldn't steal from me, among other things that they say that just turn out to be not true. And it's important because it's something that's as pervasive as we all know shoplifting is in the retail industry.
But Stan, how do they discover this? I mean, this is stuff that happens every day. How do they put the controls in place that will alert them to something like this happening?
Well, Lonnie, as a CPA, I wish it was just a matter of any level of complexity or cost to put in controls. And the controls are actually easy to identify and not so difficult to put in. It's just it's not something that's on their mind. That's why we are doing these top of mind steps. It's not that we're adding new information to the world. Right. These things are on the internet. It's just that oftentimes the accounting firms for these clients aren't bringing it to their attention or not pushing, or the owners have convinced themselves that doesn't apply to me,
right?
Or they somehow have a perception that the cost of putting these controls in place is greater than the potential savings. It's a whole bunch of reasons, but the reality is it's probably one of the most neglected areas. You and I do a ton of topics on employee issues, on sales issues, on cash flow. And this is one of the few, and frankly, you resisted at times. You think it's something that owners wouldn't want to do. Yet it's real, Lonnie. I see it all the time.
Yep. Stan, but how does a business owner uncover this? How does it come to their attention? And then what do they do once it has come to their attention?
Well, for one thing, let's talk about what are we protecting? Cash. We all know about embezzlement. Collecting accounts receivable, and oftentimes the people somehow get access to the money, but worst of all, be able to hide the collected receivable that they got as a bad debt, and no one realizes it didn't go bad. They got the money, went into the wrong pocket.
But okay? Stan, isn't there a more insidious form of theft that is product, materials, etc.?
That's common, whether it's clothing or easily removable items. There's oftentimes employees doing business on the side, the same business as what the client they're working for is doing, and they're using the company's materials, or they're using the company's equipment, or they're doing it during the day off time.
But how does an owner understand that this is happening?
Well, the answer is there are a lot of ways to identify it, but sometimes, if the employees don't get too piggish about it, they may not notice it in the margins, frankly.
Interesting.
Okay. In fact, there's an expression: the bears and the bulls get rich, and the pigs go to jail. Okay. So if you're gonna steal lightly. Okay? But the point is, all we want to do today, Lonnie, in the few minutes that these snippets are intended to be, is to ask you as an owner: do you know if you have proper internal controls? Have you talked to your CPA firm about it?
Hey, this has been really good, Stan. You took a topic that I hate, and you've made it where I've now got my eyes opened and my ears opened to listen, to watch for this kind of thing, and to tell clients about these.